Brothers and sisters, general, current subscriber, new subscriber, anybody that view, I salute you and thank you, and I honor thy ancestors, those who fought so very hard to get many of us in that great divine space that we are in. I salute my children, my divine children, my biological children, my divine family, and my biological family. May that great divine just be in our life, keep us strong and prospering. And welcome to another edition of EBX Discussion and/or EBX and Lord Lamont Show. And we were supposed to have a show yesterday, but I was a little sore. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little sore. Had to get some rest. So, and we both were looking forward to it, but we're gonna have one Saturday. We have a father and son discussion because he actually came up with the topic. He was very excited. I know he was. And, you know, things like that happen. We got to be ready, you know, and but we're going to stay with it. And when we focus on things to keep ourselves healthy, our immune system will fight back against anything that attack our body. If we focus on the right thing and not letting things on the outside distract us, as we all say, and salute that good day, good afternoon, and good evening, whatever time zone that we are in, and keep that whole within. And always keep that ultimate still peace. Remember, STILL, STEEL, because we need both. We need stillness to fight those battles in our psyche, and we need STEEL to be solid, like steel. Let nothing penetrate our spirit, you know. So that great divine and Mama Nature will have something to work with, and something that we come to realize when we get to studying our Kemet power. You know, when I say Kemet, you know, our ancestors that already was ahead of their time, was doing things that we're doing now, which I still think is amazing. If we study our Kemet brothers and sisters, and all of us, especially black, melanated brothers and sisters, we're going to get into the power of melanin, and it is what it is, you know. And things that happen to the melanated culture and brothers and sisters, hey, again, we didn't ask for slavery or any of the colonizing things that happened to us, you know, throughout the decades and still going on today, unfortunately. But something we'll come to realize, and we all have been, that we pretty much all knew, especially now these days, all this information out here, really running out of excuses if one is healthy, mind, body, and soul. We are the real light bearers, especially when we're aligned with one spirit and we're not playing, and where we have stepped into that higher self. Now, there's many names, of course. I always say great divine. We got creator, we got God. We're talking about the real God now. There's many names, but as we all know, don't matter the labels or what religion you in. As I said before, as I reiterate what a great brother said, there's a difference between religion and spirituality. And when we get to going deep into melanin power, we'll realize this. We're born with a spirit, brothers and sisters. We're born with a spiritual compass. You know, all this other shit ain't nothing but a Band-Aid. So let's get to the core of our soul and be those light bearers that great divine has called us to be. And so a lot of us are being those light bearers, you know. And as you can see on a thumbnail and or better is a representation of melanin. And on the banner here is a sister that rides along with me, that sent me a request on Facebook. Again, I don't do a lot of these social media outlets, but lately I've been going on there and kind of interacting and stuff and coming out of my cocoon, so to speak, but still vigilant, gentle, generous, you know, somewhat open, but firm, you know. Once we step into the truth, there's no looking back. You know, when the eyes is open, when we on top of that mountain or that building, once we have reached that higher self as brother or sister, it's nothing that's going to stop us. Once we get a taste of that being free, man, nothing going to stop us. And we're able to get peace. We're not going to let anything or anyone come between that. So we don't worry is no longer in our vocabulary. Stress is no longer in our vocabulary. Vigilance and observation and knowing who's for us and who's not. So I'm saying all that to say salute to all the melanated sisters that I have befriended on Facebook here last week or so, and they're all spiritual sisters. So I salute to all the sisters that really are in tune, are in line with themselves, and really appreciate their temple. I appreciate sisters like that, all shapes and sizes and colors. If you locked on to your divine spirit, I salute you, because it can be very, very challenging. And I would say it really ain't no different challenges between brothers and sisters. Well, it is different. I say the same kind of challenges, just in different ways in one's theory. Many of us, we speak on this and we know this, but no matter what they try, they can never dim the light of melanin power. We always gonna shine. For one, we all over the earth. We everywhere. Again, we got a lot of light bearers out there, and I'm really proud of a lot of sisters that know themselves these days. Amongst the ones that's gonna do what they do, we gonna have that toxic element. Unfortunately, but there's a lot of sisters that do know the power of their melanin, as well as brothers. Salute to my brothers that know themselves and understand and overstand and understand our sisters and the female in general. Just knowing, because in my opinion, my theory, we'll probably never know everything there is about the female, because of course the female is very complex, and but it's nice when we can come close to understanding, overstanding, and understanding our females, our sisters. So I'm gonna get into the power of melanin, and how we are the light bearers, brothers and sisters. We really are. Forgive me for the background noise. You might hear a little background noise. I don't know, the helicopter flying in the sky for some reason. I never heard no helicopter. Something must be going on. So forgive me for the background noise. But again, salute to the sisters that I have been connecting with. I haven't communicated with them really, but I've been getting a lot of friend requests from a lot of spiritual sisters. And the sister on the banner here, her name is Camille Harper, and she just sent me a request, I think yesterday. And very spiritual sister, as I can see. And what's on the thumbnail, I think it's one of her. It looked like it might be a logo to her website, and it's called let me see, and it's called Empowernetic, and I think she got a website, and her name is Camille Harper. So salute to her, and this is her on the banner and her logo on the thumbnail. And I think I am gonna message her and just say thank you, my sister, for requesting her friendship, stuff like that, and see how she's doing, and maybe we'll vibe. You never know. So because I told Lord Lamont I was gonna, and salute to Lord Lamont, who is doing well, and he really has elevated in his life, and came into a different divine space in his life. I'm proud of him. Salute. And all one's children is doing well. And I haven't seen, like I said, I got kids in other cities and states, so salute to them and their great divine being in their life. I got a son in New York, and I got a daughter in Kansas, if she's still there, and I got a daughter in Decatur. So salute to them and their great divine. Protect them. And of course, got my son Ethan in the Milltown. Yeah, but again, salute to Camille Harper. Empowernetic is her website. Yeah, but boy, that's the name of her, what she had by her website. But anyway, salute to her, and I just liked her picture, and again, this is for all sisters. It's not, because we all know it's always better when the beauty is within. It's dope when it's on the inside and out, but it's got to be the inner, as we all say, because again, when we got that inner, when we locked in to our divine spirit, you tell me what could F with us on the outside when one is vigilant and paying attention. And that goes for brother and sister. So salute to Camille Harper, and salute to Chandrika Freena. I just recently subscribed to, and I really resonated with her. I actually just listened to her an hour ago, and I woke up between, sometimes, especially when we're a thinker, sometimes we wake up early, because as I said, I love mornings. It's the most peaceful, most quiet, and it's the best time to meditate. So salute to Chandrika Freena, and I resonated with her, and I was blown away. She said, "Do you wake up between 3 and 5? Does God wake you up?" I was like, whoa, and I literally just woke up. I woke up at 3, but I didn't get right up. But yeah, it's amazing, and I'm sure many have experienced that, where they say the deepest meditative hours is between, and see, they say the great divine wakes up a deep thinker between 3 and 7, if I'm not mistaken, because I've woken up around that time many times, and it's wonderful to get up and set that righteous shield up for the day, mentally, in our mind, body, and soul. And yesterday was real quiet. I just woke up real quiet. I didn't turn on no TV, no phone, nothing. I did turn on the TV, but I put it on the nature channel where you can just hear the birds and the wind and the trees. I said, you know what? Because usually I turn on some jazz or classic. I said, I'm just turn on just nature sounds. And I sat there and I meditated and I stretched and I was just quiet. And something, like I said, that stillness is beautiful. And I was quiet from the time I left, till I went to work. I was even quiet at work. And I just had this still quietness yesterday. And yesterday was so peaceful and it was beautiful. We had 60 degrees yesterday. So cherish moments like that. That's that great divine. It's almost like giving us a warm hug. I just felt that embracement from Mother Nature and that great divine all day yesterday. I feel like nothing. I'm sure we had those days where we just feel like nothing can touch us. And I mean in a divine way, not a cocky way or we're better than no one or nothing like that. It's just a sense of peace that just can't explain. And that's what I felt yesterday. And we don't feel that every day, but if we are, salute yourself if you can feel that peace every day. Not that we don't. It's just some days we feel more peaceful than others, in my opinion, or wholeness, as Brother Kwaku say, because we got to be whole within, Let nothing enter our psyche at all costs. Power of melanin, brothers and sisters. And I want to get into, we are the light bearers. And I know we hear that Illuminati shit and all that. Gotta be careful of that. That's why I say go back and study our Kemet, brothers and sisters. Egypt, aka Kemet. Because again, the judicial, I might say it wrong, but excuse me. Judicial system, laws and rules and all this stuff, it all stems from the principles of Akashic records. All the stuff that they did. Again, like I mentioned recently, the hieroglyphics on the wall and all that stuff. Go study that stuff, and you'll see the similarities. You can tell they copied it and plagiarized it, and flipped it and turned it. You know how it went, and manipulated the mass decades upon decades. But as I always say, that full circle of life is coming back around. It's around. It's here. Now we just got to focus and get on board, and all of us be in alignment spiritually is what's the most important. Because nothing is more precious or more powerful than melanin. That's where all the great inventions, creations, and thoughts stem from a melanated brother and sister. Now, let's get on the brothers for a minute. Now, they say everything began with the black woman, right? Everything, all colors come from a black woman. This is true. But I have to say, it does begin with the brother. And how the brother is in his spirit, how the seed to be. What's in the spirit is what will be in the seed of the melanated brother, And we see it in our children as they grow. We see our personalities and all that come from what's in the core of our spirit. And that's good and bad, And but let's be thankful that we guide our children through the bad flaws that they might pick up from us. And we guide them into the good part of us, So be thankful if that great divine put it in our spirit to be disciplined in the most important areas, because we have all had our challenges, especially coming up through our younger years. So, and it's beautiful to see it in our children, in our daughters, and in our sons, especially the good part of us, because, again, a lot of us have blazed through fires to get to an educated space or a spiritual space or just an upright brother and sister. And we look back and like, wow, all the right choices we made us the light bearers we are today. And we see it in our children and in anyone we connect with that want to grow and inspired by us, and they pass it on to someone else. That's a real light bearer, one that pass it on to someone else. Again, not a doormat, not a yes person, just strategically budgeting our power and giving it to those who are deserving of it. And again, when we get to a place of awareness, our intuition will be on point automatically. That's an automatic gift from that great divine and Mama Nature, I guarantee. So again, what's in the spirit of a brother, of a melanated brother, is what will be in that seed that will go into the woman and come out through the son or the daughter. So it really matters what's in the core of the brother, before we enter into a sister in one's theory. But it's really not a theory, it's really facts. Because, we know how I go if someone, well, we know what's in the spirit matters. I really don't even have to go into explanation of that, So like a lot of our leaders, speakers, and teachers out here, a lot of their, like my mom was as I said on a podcast I did, I had my son and her on the banner. She spoke at a lot of events, and my mom has that leadership ability, so I do got that gift from her. And of course she's had challenges, and I might have picked up some of those, but worked through them. But I tell you what, we sometimes we can find out there's a bigger, greater part in us, and it just depends on how we are, how our emotions is, and how we are as a person, as brother and sister, because we can take something small and we think it's something major and bad, and it's not that bad. It's just something we get so used to, and habits and all that. As we say, old habits die hard, but we kill them habits, lay them to rest and step into that higher self. That's beautiful, and just keep on rising and pass that vibration on to the generals, our wonderful spell breakers, and breaking all these toxic ass spells out here, So, and it's wonderful to see things before they even get to us. I call it the realm effect, the righteous ripple effect, that firewall silence. Anything that toxic to try to come near, just burn up. And again, remember that firewall is around our families, ourselves, children, family, significant other. We put that righteous, divine firewall around them too when we're in our meditative and or deep prayer state, So just be thankful, for the light bearers out there that's doing what that great divine has called many of us to do wherever we are in our part of the world. It could be small or big, but remember, it's what's in our heart. Only we know what that is. And the power of melanin, we are we are like electrons. We're conductors of electricity. Ponder that. It's wonderful. And I want to go down through the list of cultures that have melanin, not racist cultures, because in my opinion, it's my own thing. I don't, culture and race is two different things to me. I don't look at melanated beings as a race. I look at us as a culture, because in my opinion and or theory, culture sounds like something of color. Even the words are different. And I've spoken on this before, the word just even sound more beautiful. The word culture just sound like something beautiful. Race doesn't. It just sounds like the name of something. It's dry, But culture, just listen to the word, just sounds beautiful. And you already know I'm going to have a hip hop stimulation break. And again, salute to Camille Harper, who's on the banner and her logos on the thumbnail, and I will reach out to her and thank her for requesting friendship with the brother, and because I don't think we're followers. As I always say, we're leaders and teachers with a student spirit. We ain't no damn followers. We changing that damn narrative. That's something they threw out there. That's that social media shit. And that's something that'll keep us being light bearers too. Never underestimate the power of the media and or social media. If you can do that, nothing can fuck with us, I guarantee. So I salute the soldier sisters out there, and some other sisters I listen to. A sister named Spiritual Baddie, I always resonate with her. Another sister named Victoria that speaks. Another channel I listen to called Walk Heavy. I don't know what the sister's name is, but she just glows. Her spirit just jumps off the video, I swear. But Walk Heavy, because I've been trying to connect with sisters and listen and because that's a good way to educate ourselves, brothers. Not it's not that we don't know that, but for me, I'm speaking for me. I can't really speak for other brothers, but that's a good way to educate ourselves about our sisters and just the female in general, and learning about them, communicating with them, talking with them, like the sister on my job, Yeah, hold that thought. Sorry about that. I hate when I got the remote somewhere. But like I was saying, because I had the remote, so I can see my, because when I do this podcast, I have a screen in front of me of nature. It's the frequency, so I can get that frequency of nature. So that's why I'm looking for the remote. So forgive me. But it's a sister I work with who was beautiful, and talking to her, like say I'm gonna give an example, because I did kind of, and I still do kind of like her, to be honest. I'm still kind of attracted to her. I can't even lie. But what I have learned is we never know what one has been through or going through or why an individual is the way they are. And of course, we talk about, we stay away from toxic individuals, but I'm separating the toxic individuals from someone who just been through things that's not really toxic, just been through things. Now, we have toxic individuals that's been through things too that don't want to learn, But I'm talking about people who maybe had some kind of trauma or somewhat of a dysfunction, not really a bad person, just kind of been through things. So saying that to say, this sister I talked to, and my son and I, we discussed her. Not discussed her, but we spoke on her. And I was a little taken back at one time because I really wasn't, how can I put it? I really didn't have an idea what she may have been through, but I never I kept the friendship with her. I never did like some brothers. I didn't become bitter or nothing like that, but I did become silent for a while. But I broke my silence and got to talking to her, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna talk to this sister and see what's going on and just communicate and just be honest and really find out a lot of things, and why, she may do some of the things she do. Because a lot of times when it comes to sisters, I'm kind of speaking for my brothers, coming from my brother's standpoint. We see a sister we're attracted to or something. And, sometimes that'll kind of get in the way of really getting to the base of a sister and why they may be a little standoffish. Or a lot of times it's not even nothing personal. It has nothing to do with us, brothers. It's just something that they have went through in the past. It's a lot of times it be toxic brothers that they had met before us, and we get to them, so I had to learn that it's nothing personal. And I found that out once I got to communicating with her and talking, and just showing her respect, and always keep in mind how sisters, especially, sisters that may be attractive, real attractive, probably get hit on a lot and get, dirty messages and DMs and all that stuff. So I do think about that, so I don't want to be one of them brothers. That's why I told Lord Lamont, nah, I don't want to be like that. I want to stay respectful and don't be like other brothers, and really try to understand, overstand, and understand our sisters. And then it just brings a better appreciation, and it heightens our education about them. And it's like, wow, and we're not stuck in the woulda, coulda, shoulda. So, we're friends and we talk, and who knows, might go on a date one day, who knows, but not pushing it and not putting expectations on her. Because I think that's what not all brothers now, we got some good brothers out here, salute, I've met many, but some of us brothers, we put expectations on these sisters. We build up these expectations in our mind, and the sister has no idea about these expectations. And then we get mad at them when really we mad at ourselves, because we can't, sisters, we can't make them do something that we think they should do or whatever, So I just had to learn that. Now we're like real good friends and we communicate, and you just never know what that great divine has for us down the road. But as I said on the recent podcast I did, where took a picture of myself, and as I said, that divine, the great divine and Mama Nature is the most important relationship we'll ever have in our life. If we can't get our own behaviors and issues sorted out within ourselves, we're never going to find common ground in other relationships. And it ain't always got to be landing a romantic one. Just aligning with one and understanding a sister. That's a great relationship right there. And see, that's when you have won the battle. That's when then we can begin, once we understand, be like, oh, one of those aha moments, and be like, man, it wasn't even had nothing to do with me. It was just things that she's been through. And we have moments like that. Then we can begin to go into dating and relationships or friendships or even familyship with a with a more of a, what do we all say? Clarity. That's the word. That's the word. That's the word right there. You know, we hear it a lot, but it's beautiful when we finally get to that space, because it can be very, very challenging getting to a place of clarity when we finally, emphasis on finally, understand, overstand, and understand our sisters. So again, salute to her. And we was talking yesterday about the, challenges of the jobs and the ways of the world. So we had really good conversations. So, and she has told me that I'm very respectful, and we both have said positive things about each other, and it's just beautiful, And again, we just never know what that great divine has for us down the road. But sometimes that great divine has to spank us a little bit and get us right, so we can see within our own selves, before we go throwing stones at somebody else's house. We got to make sure we ain't got no glass house. That's real talk. So again, salute to Kamala Harper, because she's our inspiration today, and she's melanin. She's actually Black and Latino, because that's what it said on the logo actually. And salute to all the sisters that I have connected with here recently, spiritual sisters. I'm talking about real Black, Latino, Puerto Rican, African. A lot of them have been requesting friend requests here on Facebook, and I really don't be on Facebook. I ain't really posted, and I go on there again. I like put likes and loves and stuff like that, and see how family doing and some friends, stuff like that. But I haven't posted since I think my last post was 2023, if I'm not mistaken. That's the last video I did anyway. So, and that goes for all social media outlets. I might browse, but I'm just kind of over the social media thing. I'm cruising, like the video my son and I did had the purple on the banner and or thumbnail. It was a depiction of the road driving real slow into the beautiful city, and it was like had the moon in the background. I thought it was a dope banner. It was dope, man. We had a wonderful conversation, and I had to see what that podcast was. I always forget the name of it. I'm looking for it right now, brothers and sisters. Okay, here we go. The name of that podcast, it was a depiction of a purple road. It was called Conquer Our Life, Part 2. Yeah, that's what it was. And we had my Lord Lamont and myself, our discussions are really getting, I can tell we're really getting into it. It's really becoming, we always liked it and it was always positive, but it's getting serious now. It's like we're getting deep. We're getting into it. You know how I get when you start loving what you do and do what you love. You get into it like we do when we with our significant other, when we got a sister on our side. Man, I'm telling you, that's the power of a melanated sister. Power of melanin, a light bearer. When a sister is a light bearer, man, it can make a sister that respects a brother. I'm talking about a romantic brother and sister that are together, whether married or in a relationship. I'm telling you, a powerful melanated sister that knows herself and she's a light bearer, man, like this sister on the banner, man, can make a brother feel like he can conquer the fucking world. I'm telling you, that's the power melanated sisters have. And we've heard this saying, a sister can raise a brother up or can bring a brother down. And we've seen, ain't nothing like getting your heart broken. Ain't nothing like a man can break a woman's heart, but it's nothing like a woman breaking a man. It's no comparison to when a man get his heart broken. I'm telling you, as Richard Pryor said, rest in peace and in power. That's when a brother graduate, when a woman breaks his heart. I think we've all kind of brothers, I think we've all kind of had our heart broken one way or another, or caught off guard, or some of that nature, So some of us learn from it, some of us suffer from it and never come back. Some come back from it, some don't. That's actually something I heard Charleston White said. He said a black man can come back from many things, but a heartbreak, it's men that took themselves out over that. That's real talk. So that's the power of the feminine, that feminine power, that melanin power. That melanin power is just different than just feminine, something about a melanated sister, especially when they're a light bearer and they know themselves. So again, salute to all the sisters that I have came in contact with here lately. I'm just, wow, it's just so wonderful, Yep. So again, salute to Kamala Harper again on the banner and her logo on the thumbnail. And Empowernetic is the name of her website. And I'll be keeping everybody updated on the sisters that I have been connecting with on Facebook, because I'm going to communicate with them and and message them and stuff, and just say hi and salute and get to know them, start communicating, And I actually told I asked the sister on my job. I asked her a question one time, and she said something to me that it stuck with me. She said, "Just be yourself." I was like, "Wow, that's dope." So I thank her for that. It's just wonderful when we can connect with the sister on a spiritual, righteous level, just connecting one-on-one, looking each other straight in the eye, and just having a normal, healthy conversation. It's beautiful. And stepping into that power of melanin, and be that light bearer that great divine has put in us since the Kemet days. We are the real light bearers. I don't care what no fucking devils say, what these wicked, evil entities try to make black people look like. We are the true light bearers. All right. So, all right. Again, salute to Miss Harper, the beautiful sister on the banner. And remember, that's in and out, not just always fixated on the looks, because you can be toxic within and looks won't mean shit. Real talk. All right. So let's get to this hip hop break, and a couple songs I'm going to play, of course, for the sisters. Whenever I got a sister on the banner, I always play songs that relate to it. And rest in peace and in power, my Aunt Vera, my grandma, and L'Oreal Lyrical. May they rest in peace and in power. And a friend of the family we had passed away, and she wasn't even friend of the family, she was family. And all those I just named, it will be truly missed. Yep. So salute to all the melanated, powerful, just melanated sisters in general. May they great divine, even those that may not be aware or awakened, or because we know how this punk ass matrix can be. May they great divine come in their lives, younger or older, build them up and make them strong, or let them see the melanated power within themselves, and make them become the light bearers, like our general brothers out here that know what it is. Salute to the righteous brothers, man, and that are men and masculine, because we need them. Real talk. So it can be an example to our young melanated sisters. Real talk. All right, let me see. Let me get to this song, or two songs. And again, I played these before, just for those who may not have heard it, or a reminder. And the first one is Lady Be Free. The second one is My Lady. All right. Of course, I got to get to the song. Let me see. All right. First one is Lady Be Free. And I do be going in on some of these verses. I tell you what it is, The truth, man, it's beautiful when it's embedded deep in our soul as brother, sister, family. All right. And I'll be back to read a page out of my book. I was supposed to read on the last podcast, and I actually forgot to. But I'm going to read it on this one. Why I forgot, I don't know. But I'm going to read it on this one, and I do have a summary on the light bearing of us. I'm going to break it down about the light bearers of melanated brothers and sisters. So back after this. Lady Be Free.
EBX, it's for my ladies, for my sisters. EBX, lady, let's be free. All you gotta do is be real with me, and we will surely see. EBX, lady, let's be free. All you gotta do is be real with me, and we will surely see. EBX, a lady, what you need, got what it takes to make us free. I'll be real with you if one just real with me, cause I'm not no fucking lame, got no time for no games, cause I'ma pave the way, yeah, for this change. And fuck how we feel, gotta do the right thing, gotta break them chains that we got on our brains, cause we not no donkey or no lame. It's bigger than us while we living on this plane, cause we fall through storms and we blaze through rain. Encourage our ladies, hit their heart, that's my aim, so we can see. For my ladies, lady, let's be free. All you gotta do is be real with me, and we will never ever stop. Yeah, being a right bro, cause I want us to be free, so we can see, make it in this life. Watching out for the inner beast, gotta stay strong while I'm on the song. And I keep on going on, thinking of my children and ladies in my zone, so we can be free.
So we can be free.
EBX,
Lady,
let's be free. All you gotta do is be real with me, and we will surely see. And to
hey,
my lady.
Real talk. Lady, let's be free. All you gotta do is be real with E. Real talk. That's all us brothers want is respect. Give us respect, we'll give you the world. Literally, I'm telling you. A strong, melanated sister that's respectful and love her man wholeheartedly, man, make us feel like we can conquer the fucking world, and that's what we need, We need you, sisters, real talk, just like y'all need us in one way or another, because this whole planet, everything began with the light bearers, thus melanated brothers and sisters. So study melanin. For those who don't know, a lot of us are these days, really, but I'm telling you, you want to know the source of your power, how to manifest it, study melanin and study our Kemet brothers and sisters who did things back then that we still can't figure out. Real talk. They were way ahead of their time. This stuff we doing now, we haven't even touched the tip of the iceberg of the power that we possess as melanated brothers and sisters, But we starting to see, though, that spiritual portal is opening up. Real talk. Some of us see it, some of us don't. And we beyond, you're just trying to talk. No, we cosmic beings. That's it. We are cosmic beings. We can be cosmic beings. It's time to think big. It's time to see better, do more, and tap into that great cosmic powerful part of our brain and stop playing. Anyone can have that ability. Again, great divine gives all of us abilities and skill. All of us, everybody, the whole planet. But there's an exception. Melanated brothers and sisters have a different magnetism because we are like electrons. We are conductors of electricity. And I want to, again, when I come back, I'm going to get into the different cultures that have melanin and the different things they can do that shows the power of that melanin. I'm going to get into that. The light bearers. Some people light bearers and don't even know it, especially those of melanin, All right. So the next song is My Lady. And be back after this to get back into it. My fellow spell breakers. Be back after this. Hold on. Got to get it up. Get to it, of course. All right. Back after this.
EBX. I wanna be your king. You my lady, you my lady, you my lady, you my lady. And I want you to be my queen. You my lady, you my lady, you my lady, you my lady. I wanna be your king. You my lady, you my lady, you my lady, you my lady. And I want you to be my queen. You my lady, you my lady. I'm trying to see the inner core, yeah, the inner beauty, is straight to the soul, and not just your booty. But for real, that's the deal. Gotta keep our freaking love so sealed. One's here to help and also heal. I love the touch of a sister and a good meal. I ride by her side, yes I will, and have a lot of fun and sometimes chill. She my lady, and I wanna be a king. You my lady, you my lady, you my lady, you my lady. And I want you to be my queen. You my lady, you my lady, you my lady, you my lady. And I wanna be your king. You my lady, you my lady, you my lady, you my lady. And I want you to be my queen. I wanna be your king, and you my queen. All you do is ask, I'll do anything. True to oneself, by any means. Gotta be free, so we can see the great divine work on you and me. Never bring drama, always bring peace. Cause you my lady, I never make it crazy. You is a rose, and my baby gotta be free. Yeah. Cause I wanna be your king. You my lady, you my lady, you my lady, you my lady. Yeah. And I want you to be my queen. You my lady, you my lady, you my lady, you my lady. You my lady, you my lady. Are you my lady, you my lady? Are you my lady, you my lady, you my lady, you my lady?
All right. Yep. You my lady, you my lady, you my lady, you my lady. Ooh. I love doing music. Yep. And with Kamala Harper on the banner here, with her wearing those earphones, that's a representation of shutting out the noise. That's why she got them earphones on. She's listening to her own voice. That's what that represents. And again, it's just wonderful connecting. We finally, and I love how that great divine works. It's just beautiful how that great divine moves and what it does. And that cosmic world, we ain't supposed to understand or overstand how that great divine moves. We just listen. We'll know when we know. Real talk. That's the thing. That's how great divine. It's strategic. You know what we say? Great divine move in strategic ways. Yes. So once we know that and just do what we're supposed to do, call things we need into existence with conviction and work toward that goal. And I want to give a salute again to one's family, my biological family, and my sister Shahina. And I'm proud of her because she's never been a statistic. I'm proud of that. And my daughters, same. Never, no kind of statistic, nothing wrong with, well, I'm not going to get into it. I'm just going to leave it at that because I don't want to make sisters feel bad. Because again, I know how this punk ass matrix, it's not all on our melanated people. We know how this matrix can be. But anyway, salute to my daughters and my sister Shahina and all the sisters in my family, so I'm thankful that a lot of us are here and we made it through a lot of our challenges. So be thankful for the sisters that are in our circles or in our families, and brothers, that are stable and standing firm today, wherever we are in our part of the world. Salute. All right. So I want to get to, I got 4 spellbreaker statements and I got a page I'm going to read out of my book and a summary, a lot of stuff to read, huh? But I'm going to go through this list of some cultures, and I spoke on them before. I just thought it was interesting that it has melanin. All right, let's go. Blacks, of course. All blacks have melanin, no matter what nationality, whatever. If you got dark skin, you have melanin. All blacks have melanin. We have the most, more melanin than any culture. All right, next one on the list is Indians. I didn't look up the percentage or nothing like that, but I know Indians have melanin, and they have a great connection to that spiritual world, as we know. And theoretically, me and my son and I did a podcast on aliens. It was a lady. Now I know that's a complex subject. I know what some people think it don't exist or whatever, but we did do a podcast on it, and they said Indians had connection with the aliens. So, and the aliens, to me, that's a part of that spiritual world, but only they know that, and we don't. But one thing we know for sure, Indians are very spiritual. That's why they wanted to wipe them off the planet. But anyway, moving on. Okay, blacks have melanin. Indians, Cubans, Latinos, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, and and I would say we know Mexicans have melanin because Mexicans are the best roofers. They can be on top of the roof in that sun all day long. That's because they are conductors of electricity. They have melanin. And they also are very skillful. They are known mechanics. I know many, and they're good, So I've known many Mexicans that were skilled mechanics. It's just a gift they have, And I always hear comedians and everybody always make fun of them. They always cutting grass. And so I don't like that kind of stuff. I really don't. I mean, I know it's in fun, it's in jokes, but sometimes I don't care for it. But that's just a skill they have. They're good. They're good at doing roofs. They're good at fixing. They're good mechanics, and yes, they do good yard work. That's good. Landscaping. That's a good thing. That's a good skill. So salute to Mexicans who are hard workers. Blacks are hard workers too. You just have that faction. And that's in every culture though. You have a faction that's that's the discipline and does things. Then you had that faction of the culture that don't do shit. That's in every culture, you know. So, but they are definitely conductors of electricity, as well as Latinos and Puerto Ricans. And I dated a Puerto Rican, I would say a Puerto Rican sister, and she was drop alive gorgeous. She was beautiful, and she was the coolest sister I ever met. I spoke on her before. So, and they are so much like sisters, real talk, and just as beautiful, real talk. So those are there are probably a lot more, but those are some of the ones that I could come up with. And I just wanted to get into melanin. I spoke on it before. And again, what's in the spirit of our brothers will be in the seed of the man, you know, of the will go into to the seed of the sister and come out through the son or the daughter. So be as righteous as possible. And we got a lot of information. So the generations that's coming behind us, you know, if they're healthy, mind, body, and soul, and don't have any handicaps, really don't have any excuses these days. We should be light bearing or light bearers, real talk. We should know a lot about our melanin these days, the power of it. We really should. All right, leaders and teachers with a student spirit. Let's get to this summary. All right, key aspects of light bearers. Spiritual significance. They are considered souls with a mission to help the living, acting as agents of peace or wholeness, harmony, and healing. You know, active role. A light bearer actively shares joy, helps others, and acts as a positive influence. But we also have to be firm, and we have to keep our intuition on point. We have to budget our energy, you know, because we have to have rest, meditate, keep ourselves whole within. All right. All right. They are viewed as people or generals who carry and spread the light or light of truth and knowing, because we have to know thyself, like it says on the walls of Kemet, and goodness and greatness in a dark world. And say it again, in a dark world, real talk. So let's run through these spellbreaker statements. Leaders and teachers with a student spirit. Let's go. Be a cosmic being, a righteous cosmic being. We can be that. Call it into existence, you know. Let nothing keep us small, and pass it on to our generation in a righteous way. Not like too proud, cocky, or conceited, nothing like that. Just gentle, but firm, as I love to say. That phrase just been sticking in my head. Spellbreaker statement number 2. Study ancestral Kemet power. Again, I've been on this lately. Study our Kemet brothers, warriors, stuff they did, so we can really know our melanated power. Spellbreaker statement number 3. Keep a magnifying glass, you know, symbolically. Keep a magnifying glass on person, place, or thing, world, etc., etc. Always stay on point, you know. Keep our compass in that divine direction, that divine righteous sparrow. You know, never take our eye off that divine righteous sparrow. Two forces, the two most powerful forces that we need to cling to. What I always say, great divine and mama nature, you know. Embrace that power of the sun, you know. Again, we're like electrons. We're conductors of light for a reason. Ponder that. All right. Last but not least, spellbreaker statement number 4. Fall in love with our divine mama nature and our soul. You know, that's the best. That's three most important relationships: great divine, mama nature, and our spiritual selves. That's the best. We can get our relationship right with ourselves, and we can be alone with ourselves when we need to be, because we gotta have stillness. We gotta have moments of quietness, so we can speak to that divine, ask it questions, and you know, things about us, and you know, and work that brain like a muscle, you know, and become a cosmic being. We can be. We are. You know, we built this country, so ponder that. So we are the real light bearers, not that Illuminati shit. Real talk. All right, now let's get to this a page off my book, Unlocking the Vault, and this is page 38, 10/20/2024. And then I'm gonna salute you divine warriors on to your divine life. Let's go. Let nature take its course and put that divine in everything. Let that power consume our whole body. Never carry bitterness, venom, or revenge, because it will poison us in the end. Now, I'm not saying be a pushover. We as brothers and sisters have a right to defend ourselves, especially if we are in the right. But we lead by integrity. There's no way to connect to that divine without integrity. It's impossible. And anybody that think they know God or that great divine without integrity, they're a damn fool. Can't serve two masters. I might have read this before, but I'll read it again. Can't serve two masters. Either you have it or not. There's no straddling the fence. Now, of course, our divine knows we are human, but it also knows our heart. Ponder that. And our intentions. That supreme being laughs at those who think they are sneaky. LOL. Great divine is the author of patience and time, as well as Mama Nature. So, in other words, that great divine will let us do something evil and toxic, will damn near let us go our whole life. But as the old saying goes, at some time or another, great divine will spank that ass, whether it's in this lifetime or the afterlife, because none of us know what's on that other side. So be as righteous as we possibly can, because the body won't be here, but our spirit will. As I said, the body may lay to rest, but a righteous spirit will live on through a melanated brother and sister. So that was something I had in my spirit, and thank those for coming in to another edition of EBX Discussion and/or EBX and Lord Lamont Show. Again, we'll be doing a father and son discussion Saturday, and we'll probably have some kind of little music session at the beginning. I'll speak to him about it, and he came up with this topic, and it's gonna be wonderful. Speaking is like a journey. Like I said, you never know what'll come up out of that righteous divine spirit. So again, salute to Camille Harper. Did I say that the first time when I said her name? Right? It's Camile. I think I might have said it funny when I first said it, but it's Camille Harper, which is on the banner. She's our inspiration today. And salute again to all the sisters that have been requesting friendship with a brother on Facebook. I really appreciate it. And again, salute to Chandrika Freena, which is right here on YouTube. I enjoyed listening to her. I actually just subscribed to her not too long ago, and I really resonated with her right off the bat. She wasn't speaking 3 minutes, and I already resonated with her. So it's a lot of sisters. I've been, kind of trying to educate myself by listening to some sisters and listening to things from their point of view, not just online. Like I said, the sister at my job, I've been around her the last 5-8 years, and it's beautiful to really get to know a sister within and really see what's going on and get a good understanding, overstanding, and understanding again, and be like, oh, so it had nothing to do with me. It was nothing personal. And it's just, like I said, it's just toxic things that she has endured before I even got to her. So a lot of times it ain't even us, fellas, brothers, real talk. So just stay the warriors and the generals we are, brothers, especially my light bearers out there, because we do got light bearers. I'm connected to some, and that's in my family, in the world, and online, as well as sisters. So salute to the sisters and brothers in my family, in my divine family, and my biological, as well as the children. And salute to the sister on the banner, again, Camille Harper. Thank you for your inspiration, as well as other sisters I have recently connected with. And that's a dope, what I got on the thumbnail. That's dope. And like I said, I think that's her, what I say that was? Her logo. That's a dope ass logo. I love it. The afro, the sister with the afro. And I think a sister with an afro is just so beautiful to me. And it's a sister that got a talk show. Jennifer Hudson. Is that her name? Jennifer Hudson? I don't know if anybody's seen her on that talk show. She looks gorgeous on that talk show with her hair like that. I don't know if anybody saw that. See, that's what I'm talking about. And I'm not just talking about looks either, because again, it has to come within. But our sisters can be beautiful physically, and I'm just saying, but I know about the core. So I'm saying, I don't care what you look like. If you're rotten within, your looks ain't gonna mean a dang on thing. But I was watching, if I said her name right, her afro, her that way she wear her hair, how she looks, she just looks so beautiful on TV. I'm like, dang, she look beautiful. Jennifer Hudson, if I said her name right. She got a talk show now. Look gorgeous on TV. Her way she wear her hair in that big fro and her brown skin, that carbonated, that carbon skin, that carbonated colored skin. beautiful, but it's got to come within that corridor. It's got to come within. That's what make us become the light bearers, when we are connected to that divine melanin power deep within. So again, thank those that's been riding along, current subscriber, new subscriber, anybody that view. We try to understand all aspects of life, but I am a black man, and I will always speak up for my melanated brothers and sisters, because we just been through too much. It ain't our fault, some of the things went through as far as slavery. So this is kind of the payback. It is what it is. Again, that circle always come back around. It's a circle of life. Truth always come around sooner or later. So salute, and brothers and sisters, know the power of melanin, and those who are on fire out there, never stop. Family, brother and sister in the world, online, those who are connected to that divine light, never ever stop being the light bearers. Salute. This has been brought to you by Mama Nature and that great divine.